Hello everybody, my name is Aceface, welcome back to EVE Online. I just warped into the system of Ambeke and I'm here to run some more emerging conduits. So let's start warping to them because I'm out here looking for riches to get to the sweet 2 billion ISK mark on my wallet. So we can get quite a bit from doing emerging conduits. And I wanted to just do a little bit of a change of pace from doing abyss sites. You know, it's a good thing in EVE Online when you do a lot of like farming in general, you don't want to do the same thing all the time. I mean, if it's something fun, obviously do a lot of that. But I like to just switch up stuff a bit from time to time, especially since Ambeke is, you can't see the name of the system, but here it is Ambeke because of the Triglavian translation. They've made our the name cryptic here. The Ambeke system is very close to Jita. It's like, I think it's 4 or 5 jumps away from Jita, so it's a very good system for me to go to because I live in Jita, or most of my stuff is in Jita. Okay, so the usual, find a asteroid 150 kilometers away. There is a straight line between you and the spawn point, and warp within 70. So you warp on top of the spawn point, and let's go. So I find that you get about like 100 million ISK an hour doing these. I've talked about this a lot before, but it's really nice to like do a little bit of like, you know, variation. And the good thing about these as well is that unlike the abyss, you can kind of, it's a bit more relaxing because you can just warp out whenever you need to. There's no you don't have to. You're not like forced to have to complete the site, otherwise you lose your ship. You know, that's also a good thing about this. There's also something I like about missions because you can pause them. They have pause buttons. I mean, it's not that they actually do, but they have. You have an ability to kind of like exit. You don't have to do it unless you want to risk your ship. So the usual thing I'll do is go for the biggest ships first because I don't know. I feel like someone's already been here before because they you know, oh, we didn't activate our stuff. I feel like someone's already been here before because we noticed that the ships were already directly spawned here. It takes usually a bit of time for the ships to spawn here. So probably someone who was already here and got the ships to spawn. Maybe they killed a few ships before and just looted everything and warped out, or maybe they just warped in, got the ships to spawn and warped out. You know, usually I thought if someone tried to just warp out because they had to for some reason or another log out, then I would have expected to see, you know, some wrecks here, but there weren't any. So probably it's more likely that someone just warped here and then they just warped out afterwards. But I don't really see a significant pattern in when the emerging conduits end. If there is a pattern, like for example, like a you know that this is the last wave, then let me know. Or if there's like a particular ship you have to kill that makes the emerging conduit end, let me know, because I just find it's kind of random. Like sometimes it can just randomly, you just kill a ship and then the whole site ends. I don't know really why. I really don't know why. If there is, please let me know, but I'm not aware of it. So because of how it seems kind of random, how there's no like predictable way to know, at least for me, when the site ends, I always go for the biggest ships first because they give a lot better loot, especially like the salvage. A large portion of the ISK you get or the money you can get from these emerging conduits are from the salvage. You can see here we've got some ships here. I like to just check a little bit on the D scan just in case we've got some scrubs who are going to just warp in and salvage. And that's also why I love salvaging, or not love, but it's very important to salvage on the go, so that if someone is going to try to, you know, when we've completed the site, just try to steal or salvage from me, then there'll be very little salvage for him to take. That's also a good thing about going for the big ships. Actually, no, it doesn't really. I was thinking that if you go for the big ships, it'll take a little bit long time to kill them. But actually, my ship is designed that it's mostly aimed towards killing the big ships because I've not got so much application modules. So it takes quite a long time to kill the small stuff. But that doesn't really matter because there are quite a few big ships here. You know, we've got this battleship and a cruiser. We've got quite a few frigates, but often there's many battle cruisers and other kinds of cruisers sometimes on the grid. Also, something I have to keep an eye on is actually my berserkers. I lost quite a few berserkers the last few times. I remember the last few times I've been running emerging conduits, I've been actually losing quite a few berserkers. That's a bit annoying. Okay, destroy this Rasnaborg. Also, a nice thing about the heavy missiles, they have really long range compared to the light missiles that I'm used to using in the Abyss. They have only like 33 kilometer range, and I'm being E-ward now, and I still have 37 kilometer range. So that's really nice. Always use the Salvager on these wrecks that are nearby. 5 kilometer range, I think it was. Yes, yeah, 5 kilometer range. We'll actually go for the hospital. Actually, this is an important thing that I actually didn't mention in my guide on emerging conduits, is that you always want to go for the hospitals if you can, because they have a potential to drop better loot. I've also, or in general speaking, I've noticed that the Hospodar type of ships, like it could be a Hospodar Danvik, Hospodar Vedmek as we see here, it could also be a Hospodar Leshbak, etc. They tend to drop a little bit better loot. I've noticed they often can drop, I feel like, or I don't know if this is like 100% true, because I've noticed that all ships can drop like these Triglavian survey data. Let's see if we've got any in here. No, we don't have any, but I've noticed the Hospodars tend to drop a little bit better loot than the other ones. I'm pretty sure at least they do, because it seems like they've got this certain name, and I've just noticed that they also in general just drop better stuff, so I think they do, or at least when it comes to the survey data, because I noticed they tend to drop quite a bit of survey data compared to the other ones, or more likely more of it. You can sometimes get, I remember once it happened that I found, or I killed a Hospodar, I think it was a Vedmek, and then it dropped like just like 9 million worth of the Triglavian survey data, just like that. So it's a pretty decent amount you can get. You see, yeah, it's really good about this secondary salvage, though this onboard salvager we've got right here. We're almost killing the, or not killing, but we're salvaging, killing the salvage. We would kill it if we would shoot missiles, you know. But I'm almost salvaging the wrecks as fast as I kill them. So it's just a little bit slower, the salvaging. Obviously, it's just one salvager, so it's not really expected to be particularly fast. But it's really nice how we are almost salvaging at the same rate as us killing stuff. So there'll be hardly anything left for ninja salvage to get. Like, people can obviously go here during the site and steal as well, but the thing is, I've noticed that a lot less people do that, because there's always the risk that the Triglavians have a bit of an underpredictable aggro switch. They tend to switch a lot more to people with a lot of E-War, at least someone has commented, but they can always, they sometimes can be a bit random in how they switch their aggro. So if you are here salvaging during the site while I'm running it, then there's always the risk of the Triglavians switching to you. And many people who are, you know, doing this kind of ninja salvaging, they're scrubs who don't want to risk stuff on the line, because salvaging does not give you any suspect timer. So they will often, I've noticed a lot more common at least, that they'll, we don't want to look up at the mobile tractor unit, they'll a lot more come in after you've completed the site. This way they have basically no risk whatsoever, and they just got a risk-free risk right there. Okay, let's see now. It would be really cool actually if there were people who suicide ganked these ninja salvagers who try to steal loot for you, because there's absolutely no way. But I actually also saw one time that some people who are running these emerging conduits, not these ones but the old ones, because this is a new type of emerging conduit, kind of like the emerging conduit version 2.0. I think like about half a year ago there existed a different type of emerging conduit. It was a bit easier, but what people would do is they would do the similar thing, you know, ninja salvage stuff. But the thing is, I saw this video once of this guy, and it was really cool, because what they did was they just it was, I think it was a guy, he was in like a battle cruise or battleship, and he was with his friend, and they then warped off, and the ninja salvager was just left with all the enemies here, because this guy tried to steal the salvage while they were running the site. And it was just funny, because what later happened was the one guy warped off, and then the Triglavians got a bit confused, because the guy who warped off was the one getting focused by the Triglavian. So the other guy, I think, was left. He was like filming, and he saw him. All the Triglavians just suddenly switched to this ninja salvage and just like one shot him, because they had very little forgetting So that was really funny, and we're forgetting to salvage as well. Yeah. Getting a bit too carried away into the story here, but that was so funny to see that guy get absolutely annihilated. That was really funny. You know, they're also getting these recent loot here, these Triglavian sublight telemeters and these Triglavian datacasters. They're pretty good actually. They're used to getting these new Edencom skill books. It's a bit unfortunate that they're quite expensive, because the Edencom skill books are really damn expensive, and it's annoying, because like, these are ships you want to get into, you know, new stuff, and it's just they cost really expensive. I think like the battleship skill book costs like over $1 billion, and I think it's becoming more and more for each day, because they dropped at one point from these sites that were in low sec. I made a couple of videos on them, these covert research facilities, and they happen to actually be only available for a limited amount of time, and because of that, their stock, or the stock from those sites, has been decreasing over time. But now you can get them from the loyalty stores, but the thing is, it's pretty hard to get them, so I can imagine the stock from all those covert research facilities is basically almost run out completely. So that's why the battleship skill book is going for over $1 billion, because it's just so damn hard. You need quite a bit of loyalty points, as well as these telemeters. They're pretty damn expensive as well. Let's kill these guys. Kill the guys here. And also don't forget to salvage. Got the hospital, because you see here, the hospital drop stuff. Like, it feels like, I'm not 100% sure, but it feels like they drop a lot more stuff. It seems like they drop a lot more stuff. A lot of these things in EVE Online are really based on like feeling without actually having to notice it. Like when it comes to the Abyss or my micro warp drive over an MWD or micro warp drive over MTU seems to always be faster than me. It's like a feeling, so it's not 100% true, but it's at least what it seems like in my anecdotal evidence, at least. So, salvage. The Rattlesnake, it just looks so amazing. I just love this skin. This skin was actually from the event from this Hadean kind of server test for this special type of EVE Online server. Like what they did was they have some kind of special server technology, and they made it so that they made like a kind of mini EVE Online game. So it was you could fly like EVE Online ships. It was nothing like the actual EVE Online game. It was a completely like, it didn't at all. It's like a basic space shooter, but they used EVE Online models, so it looked a lot like an EVE Online background. It's like they had a lot of abyssal like background. Oh, we shot that wreck by accident. Oh, that's dumb of me. But the site is complete at least. Let's just get back to salvaging. Yeah, and what happened was that during that event, people who participated in that event, they actually got these skins. And I actually didn't know about this event, or at least know about it in time, so I unfortunately didn't get to participate, but I did manage to buy these skins, and actually for pretty cheap. There was some guy I found in Jita local chat, and he was saying, oh, I can sell each one of these skins, these Etheric Raiders skins that I've got right now. If we go in here, these ones here, for just 100 mil each, and that was a really good deal actually, because now they're going for a lot more. I don't know how much they're going for, but they're going definitely for a lot more. We can actually check here. If we go here in Etheric, alright, let's see now. Okay, 124, 270, 1. Yeah, so I got them. I got a packet of 3 of these, each of them 400 mils. That was really nice right there. I'm using my salvage drones just to get us to beat up stuff. That's also a nice thing about having them. You never obviously want to use salvage drones during this hype, because Triglavians, they really hate it when you salvage their wrecks. They don't like it when you're salvaging their dead brothers in arms or dead friends' corpses. So, or it makes at least a lot of sense. So that's really why you do not want to use the salvage drones, because they'll switch to them pretty quickly. And we're getting quite a bit of ISK right here actually. I've noticed that we're getting quite a bit from these you see these sublight telemeter kind of things, and it seems like it's a new thing that's dropping obviously since the new skill books came out. That's really cool, actually getting more and more loot from these emerging conduits. It's just really nice. So not only are you getting like the Triglavian survey data and salvage, you're also getting these new items for the Concord stores. It's really nice. And obviously now, if I wanted to wait until the next site, it's going to be about 10 minutes, so that's what I'll probably do. But I'll have to end the video here. Thanks for watching me doing another emerging conduit. I'm on my way to get to 2 billion ISK. It seems like we're pretty close to there. Actually, it says there also that we got a bit of loyalty points, so that's also a bit of a portion of the income. We get some DED loyalty points from doing this site. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.